What up, dudes? Alfredo here, back at it again with yet another vendor reset video. Today's date is June 17th, 2016. That's 6/17/2016, and we're gonna kick things off at the special equipment vendor at the base of operations. The historian's here, a 204 Vector. It's got skilled, adept, and vicious. Jesus, it's terrible. All right, moving forward. Tactical M1 pistol. Nothing good here. M870 shotgun at 182. No good perks rolled there. Mask with rehabilitated and skill power if you're about that life. Hunter's Faith vest. It's got a moss slot, health, exotic resistance, ammo, first aid. 204 backpack with resourceful. Let's show these off to you guys really quickly. Tactical pack with relentless. That's 182. What else? Predator's Mark backpack at 191. Hit damage, ammo, skill power. Electronics roll on it. All right, there was potential with that tactical vector, but my God, is that a terrible, terrible vector. Moving on, man. Let's head straight into the DZ. Alrighty then, we're currently sitting at DZ2. This is the Dark Zone gear vendor. I'm gonna take a quick look. 204 mask with rehabilitated. Oh man, this mask back in the day. 163 backpack with inventive. 204 operator pack with technical. We've got the operator holster at 182 with nimble. And then we have, in terms of 204 blueprints, electronic holster, firearms backpack, firearms knee pad, stamina knee pads. I don't see why you'd get anything here, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it off to you guys anyways, because who knows, man. Some of you guys might be trying out the division for the first time or whatnot, and you need some new stuff. Anyways, moving on to the very, very awesome yet depressing DZ3. Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is the DZ3 vendor. This is the one that everyone gets most hyped about. Dark Zone weapons vendor, and this week we've got the first wave M1A and tactical AUG A3P blueprint. So many of you guys missed out on this the first week that 1.2 dropped, and it's here. It's back again for the second time. Don't fuck up. Don't make the mistake. A lot of you guys missed it the first time around. I've been hearing so many people saying, I missed out on the blueprint. I missed out on the blueprint. It's here, it's back, grab it. Yeah, add it to your add it to your whole list of blueprints. So yeah, tactical AUG, first wave M1A, the Valkyria still there if you haven't bought it. There's a 204 AUG sitting here too, adept, competent, and provident. That's terrible. Classic RPK, capable, swift, brutal. Not too bad, especially with the weapon changes coming. And then the military scar has deadly, sustained, stable. Classic M1A right here with swift, restored, sustained. And yeah, man, boom, you guys wanted it. It's finally back. The tactical AUG blueprint. Oh my goodness, Cheeseburger is doing jumping jacks of joy. He actually missed out on this blueprint, and he's been waiting to get it. I think he's still rocking. Maybe he picked up something better, but he had the base of operations one for a while. Anyways, the AUG blueprint is here. It's back. I've got to say though, do you go and start crafting like crazy? Because we're only a couple weeks away from just a lot of changes coming to the division. The first expansion's coming out, and you got to think to yourselves, maybe there's going to be a bump up and in gear score for weapons. You know, it's currently sitting at 204. If you see a lot of stuff coming out of E3, it's like 263 or whatever for gear set pieces. You know, you got to think maybe there's going to be a bump up in high-end weapon gear scores. So it's a tough decision, guys. If you have a really crappy AUG, you might just want to rock it, because honestly, even if the gear score is lower with weapons, if the talents are good, you could still use it. But I don't know, just something to think about, dudes. You know, if anything too, make sure you start saving up your credits for rerolls and your DZ funds for new blueprints, because there are new weapons and whatnot. So yeah, just food for thought. Moving on. Alright guys, coming off the high of the AUG blueprint in DZ3 this week, we are at the DZ4 vendor. This is the gear mod vendor. Let's see here. In terms of power level 32 blueprints, we've got the stamina gear mod and electronics gear mod at power level 32. Good to have if you haven't already picked those up and you need small changes to your build. You've got, let's see here, stamina with skill power. Pretty highly rolled firearms for power level 31. Signature ability resource gain. Probably a pass on the firearms one, but that's what you got here. And moving on to DZ5. Alright dudes, the second to last stop on this vendor reset video. This is DZ5. This of course is the Dark Zone weapon mod vendor. And we've got an Osprey 45 suppressor and extended mag blueprint. Of course, these are the power level 32 blueprints for the week. The extended magazine, if you haven't yet picked it up again, is still here. So go ahead and snatch that guy. One of the biggest ways to increase the DPS on your build. And then in terms of what's for sale, accuracy, let's just go ahead and not think about that. You got the Pro Red Dot sight. This will work really well with an AUG. Ideally you get headshot damage with crit chance, but if you don't have a even decently rolled one, you can get some more headshot damage from this one at power level 31. Alright, finally on to DZ6. Alright guys, last but not least, the DZ6 vendor. This person doesn't really change anything in terms of inventory, but this wouldn't be a reset video if we didn't check it. So, Dark Zone special vendor. We've got the knee pads of the Nomad again, final measure knee pads. Those are of course 191. And then we got the final measure holster and gloves of the Nomad, both at 191. And then in terms of the 214 blueprints, we've got final measure knee pads, final measure gloves, holster of the Nomad, knee pads of the Nomad. Alright guys, that's just going to go ahead and wrap it up this week for this vendor reset video. Cheese, thank you for running around with me on my second character, who has purchased nothing in the Dark Zone. So it's good to run around with this character. Yeah, what can we say? The AUG blueprint, it's here, it's back. So that just makes for a great week. I know a handful of you guys might have that already, like myself, but you know what? It's still a good week. The AUG blueprint's here. Extended mag blueprint is here as well. You know, I mean, even if we have these things, it's still a good week. So, all right, guys. For those of you guys who haven't, I did put up a pretty funny little like Twitch highlight where I ran down this rogue, and then we also have the build video for my current stats. That's up. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for that. And yeah, man, we're just pretty much going to be streaming constantly every night for the next, well, we always stream every night, but we'll be gearing up for the new expansion, the new update, and we'll hit that hard. We'll have some long, lengthy streams, and then, of course, I'll make some YouTube videos for you guys. Thank you for the likes and support and subscriptions everywhere. Guys, love you, and peace.